My $300 of resin has been delivered. Safely. I order my resin from Entropy Resins. It's what I've been using from the start, and I've tried other resins, but this is definitely my favorite. I have ordered two different kinds, a slow kit and a fast kit. The slow kit, the slow kit is for a project that I'm doing for my friend, and I am preserving her wedding flowers. Why am I telling you this is a video? So I got the slow kit is for this project because it's going to take a lot of resin, and you don't want your layers of resin to overheat. So I'm going to be very carefully doing layers to not ruin the flowers. Small layers of resin, big mold. So I got a bunch of the fast kit, and for this, this is casting resin, so it cures in about 24 hours, or I should say it's cured to the touch, or it hardens in 24 hours, but doesn't completely cure till, I think it's like 7 days or something crazy like that. But in 24 hours, you can take it out of your mold and manipulate it, and it should be fine. So this is the slow kit, which is 48 hours to manipulate, that you'll be able to manipulate it. And I got a little bit smaller for the slow kit. So the slow kit, not that much. This is a half gallon, and this is 32 ounces. And it says mixed bio content 30% and 20%. So this is a eco-friendly resin that I use. And this, my friends, is a gallon of the epoxy, and this is the hardener, which is half gallon. So all of this is $100 for high quality resin, and I'm really excited to crack open into some fresh resin. So for some reason I didn't take video of the process of pouring the silica around the flowers, but I did take some pictures. And you always want to stand your flowers up, facing up, and pour the silica in every nook and cranny. Here you can see what they look like days later. I don't remember exactly how long I left those in there, but I know the pink ones were giving me a real hard time, and even after leaving them in there for a while, usually they should only dry out in about 3 days. But the pink ones were like waxy, and for the life of me did not want to give their moisture up, which is very interesting. But I very gently started excavating the flowers as to not break them, because they are extremely fragile in this state. I'm also tapping out all the excess silica. If you can, this silica is helpful because it turns green when it is all used up, when it's like full of water, and the green kind of can show in the resin because it sticks to the flowers and it gets in between the petals and stuff. So it's nice to know when your silica is all used up, but it's also kind of annoying when you have to be super sure that all of the particles are off your flower. Another helpful thing to mention is that you can reuse the silica gel. You just pop it in the oven and mix it around and get those green particles to turn orange again, and then your silica is ready for reuse. So it's a very eco-friendly product in that aspect, and it's worth the investment. I did another round with the leaves and the branches. Those will also go into my resin piece because they are part of the bouquet and they create a beautiful background for the flowers. So I started arranging the greenery and I was like, oh shoot, I definitely should be filming this. And I just got so excited to work with these beautiful flowers that my friend dropped off right after her wedding, so I was able to preserve them. There's a hair in there. Might be mine. Good thing I noticed that. Cool, I think I'm happy with that. Now for the flowers. These were very delicate roses to work with. Well, I just mixed the most resin I've ever mixed up in my life, and I separated them into smaller cups to help delay the exothermic reaction in a big container, if that makes sense. And now I'm going to stir them a little bit more up in the cup just to make sure that everything gets mixed in. And then I'm going to start to flood the flowers so they stay weighed down while I pour the rest of the resin for my first layer. It's going to take a lot of resin. So at this point, it's important to have everything set exactly as you want it because it's going to freeze. So I'm going to use my chopstick and straighten some things out. The beauty of pouring in such thin layers is that you can catch any bubbles that will happen to come up. It is inevitable that bubbles will happen, and you can see I'm just breaking the layer of the bubble, and I will fill up the bubbles with resin, and they will be basically invisible when you pour your next layer. Pouring so many thin layers was a pain in the butt, but I wanted to be on the safe side, and this also prevented from bubbles to be permanently encased in the resin. It is finally time to demold this. Put a lot of resin in this thing, and it's a lot heavier than I expected. Here comes the first pull away. About 4 quarts of resin in total, which is not cheap. This is eco-friendly resin. As eco-friendly as a plastic can be. And this top layer is the freshest, so I don't want to mar it. Wow. You can do it. I believe in you. There she blows. Yes. Wow. Look at that. Could you even see me demolding that? That is something very cool. Gorgeous. Really glad with how this came out. So I asked my friend if we could film her reaction to receiving her now forever immortalized bouquet, and she said we could, so I filmed it, and I hope you guys enjoy her reaction. And I would like to thank Alex and T for letting me experiment on their wedding flowers and do something really special for them. Please subscribe and hit that like button if this video was informative to you in any way. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments below, and I will try my best to answer them. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Alright. Now, the top is still setting, but... Oh my god, so pretty! Wow.
Jesus Christ.
You could do some like cool LED lights at the bottom and make it like a lamp.
Yeah.
So cool.
And I would keep it out of the sun.
Okay.
Because the resin can yellow and the flowers can fade, but
I love it.
let's like it.
That's amazing.
Now they will live forever.
That's so cool.
That is
I want to
awesome.
look at it really
Holy
closely.
shit. That is really cool. Here, bring it into the bright light.